Welcome to Canadian Innovators, the show that celebrates innovation, entrepreneurs, and the Canadian spirit. I'm Sobot, sitting in for Jocelyn Bamford. Every week, we introduce a guest who shares their small business story, unpacks the challenges of their career path, and explores ideas for growth and prosperity for Canadians. This week, we have the pleasure of interviewing Member of Parliament for Lambton-Kent-Middlesex, Lianne Rood. Ms. Rood won her riding of Lambton-Kent-Middlesex with double the plurality of the next rival back in 2019, with almost a 50% vote. Before becoming Member of Parliament, Ms. Rood has a lot of experience in agriculture, cutting her teeth on her family's 1,000-acre vegetable farm, employing nearly 100 people. She has an honors degree in criminology and sociology from the University of Windsor, and she's been doing a tremendous job pointing out the need for more economic development in Canada, and she served as our agriculture critic as well. And it's my honor to have her here in our studio tonight.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here, Bess.
Lianne, thank you so much for coming. Tell me, how does one from Grand Bend make it into Parliament? What was your path? How did you get there?
Well, it's a bit of a long journey. I'm the granddaughter of immigrants who came to Grand Bend and ended up settling there from Poland. And actually, my dad's family came from Holland. And they were both kind of pioneers in the agriculture industry in Grand Bend, having to clear their land. And so they built our farm, they built the business up. And as you mentioned, over 1,000 acres is what we grew here in Canada, and also had 5,000 to 6,000 acres that were around North America. And we supplied grocery stores. So hard work, determination, and overcoming challenges. And that's how I look at my life. That's how I decided to keep pursuing public life. I've always had an interest in politics growing up. But one obstacle that I did have is no teachers actually back in the 90s saw that in me. They didn't say, hey, Lianne, maybe you should run for public office one day, even though I did have leadership roles and I had a very big interest in Canadian politics. But that's because that at that time, and when we were given career choices, politics was not something for women. And we were given stereotypical choices for careers. And it wasn't until high school when I attended my first political rally with Preston Manning, a Reform Party rally, actually in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
You caught the bug.
I caught the political bug thanks to Preston.
That's fantastic.
And so, yeah, I ended up taking an interest, going to university, and post-university was given an opportunity to work for my predecessor, actually, Bev Shipley, in Ottawa. And from there, I worked with the Minister of Agriculture under Stephen Harper's government. It was Jerry Ritz, and really enjoyed it, and just knew that this is where I wanted to be.
So I've been told that, of course, you don't mind getting your hands dirty because that's how you were brought up on the family farm. Tell us a little bit about the farm, how that business operation grew, and what you learned from it.
Sure. Well, farmers are innovators, and we talk about food waste right now. And my mom actually kind of had the idea back in the day. You know, we threw out the mini potatoes, the little mini potatoes we'd harvest. They were undersized. We weren't allowed to package them because of CFIA rules that stipulated what the size of potatoes are that go in a package. So we decided, hey, these are the best tasting potatoes. We want to share these with people. So our company applied to the CFIA to be able to bag those potatoes. And we were the first farm in Canada to bring mini potatoes to market into grocery stores in Canada. So that's something.
So that's how they got there.
Exactly. So, and we see them all over now, but that's one of the things that farmers do is we innovate. And I continue to take those lessons from the farm growing up into today. And I'm still in the potato business with my brother. We still sell potatoes, mini potatoes at the food terminal in Toronto.
My goodness, you bring me back to my youth. I've experienced farmers as the best innovators, the best economists, the best negotiators, the best at everything, because you're so self-reliant. You have to do a lot of things yourself, or else you won't succeed. So that's a great story. What did you learn from the experience in agriculture?
Well, you know, it's every day, even in politics, is you face challenges on a daily basis, and sometimes you don't know how to solve the problem, but you find a way. And farmers always have to find a way on how to solve a problem, sometimes with very little
Sure.
at their hands.
Hold that thought. We'll be back right after the break.